Hello and welcome, SpeedGaming fans, to another Metroid Prime Randomizer Mentor Tournament match between SoaringWyvern and Cestrion. I am Java, and I am joined by Raylan Tank here. How we doing today?
I'm doing fine. I hope you do too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this race. It is in the lower bracket, the last match of round 3. Winner will move on to face Hexaplex. The loser will be unfortunately eliminated from the tournament.
And that's pretty crazy to say, considering the caliber of these players. SoaringWyvern, I had the pleasure of playing, and the greater pleasure of being mentored by in one of my matches. They are an incredible player, and Cestrion is no stranger to Metroid randomizers, but maybe more suited for the Echo side, but still a pretty dang good Prime runner as well.
Definitely be interesting to see how the runners will perform today. They have been sent off, so we will catch up with them shortly. Any expectations for the seed? I mean, except the obviously artifact being on Omega Pirate, because let's be real, it will be.
I'm gonna go with we're gonna see either a vanilla bombs or bombs behind Zoid, because we have been seeing that quite a bit. And I forgot to mention we have Drake on tracking for us, making sure we know who has which items, so thank you to them.
Yeah.
Let's see these runners start any second now.
There we go. Countdown started on screen.
No RAs today, so we'll just have our vanilla start in landing site.
And they are off.
Any predictions for what we see in Alcove today?
How about an E-Tank?
Oh, I like that one. I haven't seen that very often.
And it's vanilla.
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen a vanilla space jump.
Does give us some nice mobility early on, and that's an artifact already on the ship. Okay.
Yeah, an artifact there. That's nice to know early, because I'm guessing the next time these runners come back here, it'll probably be with their morph ball. So that'll be a nice, easy one for them to pick up. Seeing some nice scan dashing from Cestrion on their way to this Chozo elevator. It looks like Wyvern is also attempting to dash towards this door.
I mean, since it is a mentor tournament, not everyone was really comfortable with movement and stuff in the beginning, so some dashes like that, runners might not have been come around to try and adapt them up until this point, but by this point, a lot of people are getting more comfortable with the movement and with the adaptation. So which also means the jump that Cestrion just did, or with the scan dash, or you can then do it the way SoaringWyvern does for the morph ball here. Yeah.
Usually I opt for what Wyvern had done there. I find that much easier, but Cestrion making that dash look pretty easy for them. And that's glowing like power bombs in there.
Nice. Yeah. one small thing to point out, there was a recent update to Randomizer to version 8.0, but this tournament is still playing on 7.5. So logically, that morph ball for now needs grapple. So that's something our runners might want to keep in the back of their mind.
I'm guessing we're gonna find that grapple being right on Hive Mecha.
Probably because I mean we got it was expansion in the half pipe, right? So no launcher yet. Could be technically launcher on Hive Totem yet still, but
Wow.
wave. Huh,
Early find for that wave beam.
So I'm going for the peak here in Rune Gallery.
Yeah, this very newly discovered peak. I could not tell what that was.
I had no idea.
Usually, if I can't see what it is, it means it's something important. Just because usually those missiles and stuff glow a lot more than most of the major items.
Oh, let's see if Cestrion gets maybe a better look at it. It looked like a nothing.
Oh, and there's grapple behind Hive Mecha. And you were right, it was the launcher on Hive Mecha.
With Space Jump we had a few options on there, but given that our missiles were not logically yet, it's one of the options that could have been. Morph itself does not really do that much without missiles, so wasn't maybe that likely that grapple was on Hive Mecha, but it could have been.
Yeah, I think the only thing that Morph unlocks without missiles is that check onto the ship, which we saw was an artifact.
Okay. Yep. But yeah, this means we do have quite a bit open now here in Chozo. Logical missiles. Logical power bombs. We could go into Tower of Light with the wave beam, which maybe a bit unfortunate for runners that they or no, Cestrion did, but SoaringWyvern did not go to Rune Shrine yet, so yeah, Wyvern actually has the option of going straight into Tower of Light, which yeah, could be a nice time save if required.
Yeah, I think Wyvern's routing is actually going to save them a little bit of time here, just because Cestrion already went in here without wave, so they're going to have to backtrack there, and Wyvern will find their power bombs. No doubt we'll check the lower Ruin Shrine item. I missed what that was on Cestrion's side. I'm guessing it was a missile?
Did not pay attention.
I should pull up the stream in case anyone in chat knows.
Wyvern going straight for Tower Chamber. Tower of Light does need some missiles until it's in logic. I don't think we have quite that much yet, but just some missiles in the chamber. Let's see if Wyvern attempts to climb, or now that we actually have enough missiles to do the cutscene peak.
And Cestrion looks like they feel confident enough in the dashes to just go for these, and it actually makes me so happy to see so many of these runners nail this trick. And as soon as I say that, Cestrion falls, but it looks like they were pretty comfortable with those dashes.
Yeah, I mean, did the dashes perfectly, but then just jumped off the platform. Which it's not the way you want to fail this trick.
And just wow, that wave beam not pointing to Tower of Light today.
Yeah, interesting, but wave does open up quite a bit more.
You know, I'm a little concerned about the magma pool area now, like train chamber access. We don't have Varia yet, but we already have that grapple.
And main power bomb, so
right.
Yeah, once Varia is magma pool is just straight up in logic. Yeah, you might be onto something there.
Yeah, we do have all of mid Chozo still available to us. Neither runner opted to go there yet, but it looks like that's the direction that Cestrion is heading, and no doubt the direction that Wyvern will be heading as well.
So Wyvern getting this climb did need a few attempts, but it does get it done. So that's the important thing here. Nice to see. Cestrion trying to peek at the tree. Maybe it's a bit too far to the left.
Yeah, usually my key is trying to line up the crosshair right at the light edge of the tree. Yeah, right where Cestrion is now. Oh, I thought that would work. I'm pretty sure Wyvern checked this already, but I could be wrong. Yeah, they're not checking it again, so I missed what it was on their side, but I think Cestrion will eventually find out what this is here. And no, they're choosing to abandon it, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, this is taking already quite a bit of time, and
yeah.
I mean, you need supers anyway to get it, and if you get supers, then you'll likely return here very soon, unless you get barrier first. But this could potentially be something that can come into play later.
And Wyvern doing the routing that I usually do and checking the item above Gathering Hall before going into Watery Hall, just in case it's something important. And it looks like Cestrion will do that as well.
I mean, the climb is so quick with even just decent movement. It doesn't even have to be great movement. And if it's Spider, you're saving yourself quite a lot of time.
And we are valid, folks. It's Flamethrower in Watery Hall access. And our tracker is saying that it looks like a missile in the tree when Wyvern checked it.
Okay.
Thanks to Drake for going back for that. Oh, we see another artifact in Watery Hall. Already two that we've had eyes on.
And Wyvern also going for this lower Watery Hall item first. Something that has come up a bit was that checking Upper Gathering Hall, but not this for Spider, seems maybe a bit inconsistent in the idea. So yeah, there has been some people that have started to adopt checking lower item here first too.
Yeah, I think for the same logic that Gathering Hall is checked first, just in case it's tighter, because this is a rough deck to isolate. And that's fair on Exos on Plasma and Dynamo, and Wyvern will be finding that as well.
Just an interesting find currently, because that doesn't really do for much for us yet.
These beams very, very early for our runners.
I mean, we do have Grapple, and Plasma could point to Arbor Chamber, but logically we would need to find X-Ray for that still.
Right.
No barrier though, so we don't really have that much left where stuff could be.
Yeah, we're still looking for bombs. We have Wave, Plasma, and main TDs, but still no bombs.
And Cestrion is not going to check Zoid, so not going for those vanilla bombs.
Did they pivot save, or did they just go back?
They did pivot save, so they do have the option to quickly return there if they don't find anything.
Okay, that's smart. I like liking stuff around.
I mean, we did not check much of the talent checks yet, or didn't have missiles,
we
so
didn't
no.
have missiles. Yeah, bombs could just be chilling in like artifact temple or transfer tunnel B, or right here.
Yeah. Well, that's not frigate crash side. That's just an edict. But yeah, artifact temple, transport tunnel B. our options yet, but we do see some divergence. SoaringWyvern is going for Zoid, maybe hoping for those vanilla bombs. We
And
do have main power bomb, we do have both checks available, so I do not dislike this choice.
Yeah, that's always nice being able to check that. And that's all 4 B.
Now,
Wow.
if bombs are not here vanilla on Zoid, then it means SoaringWyvern has to return back here, which will lose a bit of time, but
Yeah, I think that's what, like, just what you were saying is why I kind of like Cestrion's routing slightly better. Just because in case this isn't vanilla bomb, Wyvern's gonna have to go back here for that ice beam.
yeah, but if there's nothing here, then you know that can reset out and have never to return. And I mean, it can just still be vanilla bombs. So I probably would myself also most of the time prefer Cestrion's routing option, but again, I do not dislike the choice from SoaringWyvern here, and vanilla bombs have been shown up quite a bit. So
Yeah, and we are getting hints from Cestrion. We know one of them is gonna be landing site. That's Storage Cave, Elder Chamber, Canyon, and Research Core.
Pretty tame artifacts.
Yeah, not bad.
I mean, the worst of them is maybe Research Core, but since we know that Ice Beam's already available, we can just go in from the back.
Usually, Storage Cave is a pretty awful check, but we already have Plasma and Power Bombs, so...
Like, we have everything we need to go to get there, except for the barrier shield, and maybe Auron is not being comfortable doing Twin Fires, a Twin Fire tunnel without Spider, which I mean, Cestrion would probably be able to do, guessing from
like
how much dashing Cestrion is doing.
Yeah, and it looks like we're breaking light logic here and assuming that we'll find our X-ray soon.
I mean, we have not checked TTB, so you don't want to leave that behind. And if you're in Root Cave and you have all the stuff to check the things, why skip it? Because there could just be a Varia suit up here. So yeah, X-ray is probably somewhere really close by.
Yeah, this is looking like a great play from Cestrion. It wouldn't surprise me if X-ray is right here.
Well,
and there it is.
Yeah, I had not even time to agree with you until Cestrion already found that X-ray.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that means bombs are going to be somewhere in Magmor.
It is looking like that, yeah. I don't think we have anything logical left here. Which Cestrion apparently is not wanting to leave behind Zoid now yet, or... I mean, with that Varia, Cestrion could have just gone into Magmor right then and there.
Maybe wanting to go in through Lava Lake, but I think that... Oh yeah, Magma Pool as well, yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can check Magma Pool and both Training Chamber access and Training Chamber, so...
Yeah,
that's definitely...
I like this play.
Yeah. And we do have main power bombs, so we can just go all the way through Lava Lake and don't really have too much problems with that route. Like, if you only have a power bombs expansion, going that way is somewhat annoying, having to farm those up, but having 4 is usually enough to get through, and then you get enough back most of the time.
Yeah, Cestrion's heading straight for those checks. I think this could be huge if this is something.
Not Magma Pool, so our main PBs were supposed for something else.
Cestrion might have forgot that they had X-ray because they didn't need to drop a power bomb there.
But they get one back.
They do get one back, and that looks like a pretty clear missile and
Yep.
train chamber.
So nothing here over.
Let's see if Wyvern takes the same magma pool bait. Because so far Wave has led to nothing, and neither is Plasma.
I mean, Plasma has led to various.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Which, I mean, for most of the time, for at this stage, a lot of the runs are actually that or so comfortable with doing the root gauge that Plasma isn't really a factor, or the Arbor Chamber out of bounds that Plasma isn't really a factor, but still, logically we're supposed to have it to get that various yield.
Yeah, and Wyvern making the same play that Cestrion did and going for these root cave items. Oh no, and missing the platform there.
Unfortunate. And didn't fall too far back though. Also just some side orientation. Cestrion appeared to be on the way to Zoid, but is now returning towards Main Plaza, probably going to Lava Lake. And I wonder if SoaringWyvern, especially with having done Zoid already, might just be heading straight into Magmore. Because we know that we need bombs, they are not there. Yep.
We are going to see some route divergence here, but both players will be converging pretty much in Magmore at the same time.
But there is an important distinction here. SoaringWyvern has the information about ice being on Zoid, so as soon as Wyvern does find that bombs, they will likely turn around at the first opportunity. Cestrion might stay all the way into what's available in Pendrana, because Cestrion has no way of knowing where ice is right now. And it could be on quite a bit of places.
Yeah, I could see that the avoidance of Zoid really biting Cestrion. Is that super missile weapon? It is.
It sure is.
Let's see what's in Lava Lake, and we have a missile. Cestrion might be tempted to go back and check that tree, finding those supers, because they were not able to get that piece.
Maybe, but the only thing you have left over there is that tree and maybe vanilla bombs on Droid, and given that we are likely to find bombs here, I don't see that happening too soon. Nope. I'm struggling a bit with the stand up there. And then the jump button not doing what it's supposed to do. Storage cavern, like a missile.
There's a missile.
There's bombs.
Oh, that's a good location for that, because now we can pretty comfortably protect upper fire shores.
Yep.
That would have stunk if bombs were in upper fiery shores right there, because that's a point.
Yeah. That's a horrible location for bombs. If they were there.
And I would say Wyvern is actually probably going to be in the lead here. Also, Cestrion using some standables that I've never seen in this room before. That was cool to see. And it looks like Wyvern is going straight for that ice beam.
I mean, still
Probably
has to check Tripop Split and Lava Lake and such,
Yeah.
but this save station over there next to the elevator is probably really handy. Or just go straight back up to Chozo.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the faster route would be.
Probably actually, since we are coming out of Vault, probably just save up doesn't really do much for you at this.
Yeah, that was my same thought as well. But we'll see what they have to do.
Yeah, and Cestrion will. I mean, from this position, I pretty much always go into them. Like, we don't have too much available there. Although with the supers coming up for Cestrion, we are close enough to Stardust that it might be something to think about. But
I think
yeah.
that plasma might steer them towards Fen more than anything too. We have wave, we have
Yeah.
plasma. That's a pretty good recipe for a lot of items in Fen.
Although we kind of have that plasma beam having its job done already, so there is maybe some reason to not be that much baited by it, but still. Wave,
Yeah.
plasma. We do have supers already. If Spider turns up there, we do have a lot of checks that were available in Fen, so.
And I don't think wave has really done anything for us. So again, more reason to go to Fen with that wave.
Yep. And yeah, SoaringWyvern ignoring that save station, just going for the elevator.
Yeah, this is where that play to go to Zoid early is going to really come in handy for them.
Nope. Wyvern can then take that route straight towards all of the elders, get an artifact there in an elder chamber. And now that I think about it, given that Canyon has an artifact, early Fen has got not that much items. On the other hand, though, we can get all the way up until Research Core and just get the artifact and whatever in the apps. So let's see
Right.
if Cestrion might be going for those. The unfortunate thing, without ice, we have to turn around if we want to keep that Research Core item. So I'd still probably would be tempted to not go in there, given that boost has not showed up yet. But with Supers, Hydros at least in Logic, so.
Yeah, there's at least no boost yet for that might steer Cestrion back towards Chozo. But I feel pretty confident that Cestrion will feel comfortable dashing into labs.
SoaringWyvern thinking about what to do, going back for gallery tunnel, so probably did not get the peak. Nice
double beam combo in Fen.
Yeah, this is gallery tunnel for SoaringWyvern. Did not get the peak to the extent where they were knowing that it's a nothing.
Yeah, I completely understand that. That peak is not easy to get.
Yeah, I have been trying it a bit, but then trying to trust what I saw there, and when I thought about missiles or seeing missiles there, and then at one time was space jump and the other time was boost ball, I started to abandon the thoughts of trusting that peak. So yeah, I get that.
And you only see it for, I mean, such a short time. It's really tough to really see what it is.
Chozo's temple having nothing. I mean, if you get a good peek at it, then it's definitely more visible. Cestrion had a quite good look at identifying the nothing there, so it is possible, but I'm probably not good with positioning there. SoaringWyvern cleaning up that training chamber area.
What was that in Chapel? It didn't look super important, but Cestrion took a little look at it.
I mean, given that Cestrion is not going to pick it up even with having power bombs, which really makes the fight trivial, and having waves, so being able to get out, I would assume it's nothing important. There's really not that much that we are looking for at this point. It's really just Ice Beam for Cestrion and then Phazon Suit. And if it's neither of that, then yeah, just turn around.
Yeah, boost ball would be nice to find. Spider ball would be nice to find, and thermal would be nice. But I think really, if we just find Phazon and then ice on Zoid, I think these runners will be happy. Oh, there's Spider.
Oh.
There's our Super and Spiders combination. And Cestrion's going to be picking up this artifact in Canyon.
And interestingly enough, Cestrion can get all artifacts now, even without doing Twin Fire Stairs. They are all logical. Even without that. No, never mind.
I don't think we can get to Storage Cave without ice, but other than that, you're absolutely right.
Cestrion, yeah, we do need ice to get in the back of that side, or the far front. Either way is ice locked. Yeah, that ice beam might hurt Cestrion.
Yeah, I really feel like it's going to be tough for them to justify going all the way back to Void.
And given that that now even Spider had shown up, like we could potentially see Cestrion maybe going for Thar this year and banking on the fact that Thermal might just be around here, and then Thardos has Ice, which has happened in this tournament more than once for me. So
you bring up a good point that Cestrion probably feels rewarded by going to Fen because they found that Spider. So they're probably going to be even more tempted to stay here.
I mean, on the other hand, now that Spider bringing upper Dynamo logic, you have another reason to go back to Chozo. And without boost, there's really not much that is logical here anymore. But yeah, doing that save. Checking Hydra at least, can check Observatory. You could still make a pivot save at Observatory and reset out of there and hope to find ice somewhere else, and if boost shows up you can just return to the save.
The problem with pivot saving here is that Research Core is an artifact, so we have to keep that.
Yeah, if you go all the way, but Research Core is so easy to get in from the back that there is upside to not wanting to go to there from the front and then back. Instead, just go to the back, pick it up with the last artifact, and then save out from there. So it's weird.
Did Cestrion pick up that canyon artifact? I think they have.
I'm pretty sure
artifacts now, right?
I remember Cestrion being in Canyon.
Yeah, I think they have too. Yeah, no worries, Drake. Is that a PB?
Let's see what Hydra has. That's just a power bomb expansion.
I think that's 3 PB expansions, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you are right. Look like a missile at second glance up there in Furnace.
Oh, Cestrion is going to back out of labs here. This is going to work out really well for them.
I mean, this was the only logical item here in Labs, so I definitely can see it. Like, we know that research cores and artifacts, so there are only 4 more items. All of them are locked by boost or ice.
This is a really great play here. This could help a lot.
And I mean, the Canyon artifact will mean for SoaringWyvern that they either have to do Thardus skip or fight Thardus. Yeah. Let's see if that's just an attempted Thardus skip. Because Thardus is not logical without thermal, but Qmon actually is for Cestrion.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And Wyvern is about... Oh yeah, they are trying to do Thardus skip here. This will be pretty interesting to see.
If you get it, it definitely makes your routing much nicer and very well done here.
Oh wow. Nice job, Cestrion. That was great. We got to remember to bring that up for them. That was pretty cool. And an unnecessary grapple skip from Cestrion.
I mean, if it's faster, it's faster.
Yeah, and they nailed it too. Unfortunately, is only rewarded with a missile.
Yeah, that's a reset. Does not want to fight Thardus. Both Workstation and Thardus are thermal locked logically. Interesting choice from SoaringWyvern to check for crossway or not.
Well, I think check crossway. I don't think it was anything.
Maybe just went for the wrong. Or? Oh. I'm a bit confused. Or no, did Wyvern do Elder Chamber before unlocking the scan point? Okay.
Oh yeah, why? Oh yeah, they had to reset the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. How many more checks does Cestrion have that could be bombs? Because
I think it's only Chozo checks left.
I think it's just Upper Dynamo and Zoid.
And maybe the tree of Cestrion.
Oh, the tree. You're right. Another PB expansion.
So
this seed is loaded with PBs.
Yeah. And SoaringWyvern thinking about Overgrown Cavern, but opting to not go there instead.
I think if you're gonna continue on and do bar skip, Overgrown Cavern first is probably the right play. But if you're gonna back out after Life Grove, this is probably the faster play.
I mean, yeah, there is just great tree chamber here. This one item in logic. The thing is, SoaringWyvern is in hint go mode now.
Oh right, we don't have boost. That's right.
So without boost, you cannot really do anything in here, or you go for life growth or tunnel bomb jumps, which first of all, you probably should save, because if you fail, that's a problem. And yeah.
Where is Cestrion going?
We do have supers. We do have spider.
Oh, I think they're about to realize that they still need bombs to get up the spider track.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna cost some time. Yeah, bombs can't be on Flagra.
Yeah.
At least in these settings.
No, they have bombs. They don't have ice.
Oh wait, yeah, they have bombs. Yeah, ice as well.
Shoutouts to our tracker, Dracos, reminding us that we indeed find bombs on both sides.
Yeah, my fault. Right, yeah, this is... I don't mind this play, it's just not the right one, unfortunately.
Yeah. You say that, and then Cestrion is now gonna find Phazon suit and look like a genius. Now SoaringWyvern. Oh, I don't know about this. Was SoaringWyvern never to Cricket Grass side? They were. This is the second layer. Oh, does not have spider.
Also, I'm pretty sure Cestrion just got that in 2 power bombs. It's very impressive.
Fun. I don't know. If this is just an overgrown cavern, check, you did not need to save warp there. You could have just taken the elevator.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm not sure why they chose to go this way.
The only reason I could see were going into frigate, but we don't have gravity.
Nor thermal, but I mean, honestly, I don't think Wyvern needs either to get back to at least get to cargo freight lift. But yeah, probably not the smartest play with so much open to us. I mean, Wyvern hasn't even been to Fendrana yet.
That's the point. And Wyvern can get all remaining artifacts. Maybe now checking for that, so maybe wasn't really aware of actually not needing anything more. Storage cave.
I'm pretty sure all the other ones, they might pick up landing site right here. I guess not. They haven't picked it up. I can see that white dot on their map.
I mean, Wyvern does know now that all remaining remaining artifacts are in Fen, and is probably beelining there. Will be interesting to see how much Wyvern is going to check on the way there, though, for Phazon. Like, we don't have to go through labs.
But full clear Fendrana, other than I think that Ice Ruins East pack, but they can still actually see what that item is.
And they will find spiders if they will be able to collect it.
Right, yeah, and Lighthouse is also nothing, so I think they'll at least have visual confirmation of every item in Fendrana, if they want it.
I mean, there is another way you could go about this, though. Well, I mean, it would include fire. No, not really. Although, I mean, you could go backwards labs. Then you could start at Farfetch if you're comfortable doing Twin Fires without Spider Eagle, which SoaringWyvern is attempting to do, apparently.
Yeah, this is a good play.
No, not like that.
That's not how I do the R jump, but I mean, SoaringWyvern's trick knowledge is pretty dang good, so I would expect they know what they're doing, and nicely done there.
Yeah, so the way you could do this here now is you either do reverse Stardust skip, which I'm not sure is possible with this loadout, or in the knowledge of Soren if it is, SoaringWyvern if it is. Or you just start Farfen, get that storage cave item, then go backwards through labs to the front, get the canyon item and save warp out. Which allows you to check labs for Phazon suit. You could make a pivot save there, then fight Ridley, and if it says Fan, return to the suit and fight Ridley again, which is a bit annoying given that we don't have boost. But yeah.
Yeah, like I don't even think this routing is in logic because we don't have a way to get past Twin Fire's tunnel yet.
And not for SoaringWyvern, no. It's not in logic. Would
Yeah.
either need Spider or Gravity, which we know Spider is available, so would be doable. But if you, I mean, at this point you don't really care too much about logic, depending on where Phazon suit is, obviously. But
Right.
you want to probably get to the artifact as smoothly as possible. Check a reasonable amount of checks for Phazon on the way, and yeah, then hopefully let the hint point you to where you need to go. It's
And
just
we're finally seeing the Zoe play from Cestrion. They
yeah.
are definitely going to feel behind after finding this ice, and unfortunately, they are by quite a bit at this point.
SoaringWyvern apparently second guessing their routing. Going for Qmon first, just reasonable. Look for Spider, look for Boost, look for Phazon. Don't think we see Thar this year. That would be an interesting choice at this stage. We go back out, and this is likely gonna be Farfan backwards labs.
Yeah, at least for me, I would at least go through labs first, and then maybe fight Artist when you're in Ruined Courtyard, and go in that way since you have supers. But I think you and I are experts on avoiding Thardis for as long as possible.
I don't know how you get that idea. It's not like this. It's not like there's evidence regarding that, right?
Yeah, slight spoilers for the race that we had the other day.
It felt like it was just yesterday.
Oh, apparently Wyvern has a sound bug and tried to fix it by going back to the elevator. That's why they went there. Maybe if they scan something else, it'll be fixed. Who knows? I don't think it really affects anything other than the audio.
Going straight for the grapple, not even checking what's the item. And I
Not
don't
throwing
it.
Nothing? They were going for it. This might be a suit or boost. I think that's really the only things it can be at this point.
And well, it fell all the way down, unfortunately, so has to jump it
It's
up.
thermal.
Thermal. I mean, okay, sure, yeah. Helpful for Essence.
Yeah, well worth getting that, in my opinion.
Well, it depends on how easy you get out of here without gravity. It is in logic, so you are expected to do this, but if you struggle too long with it, thermal technically does not save you too much time.
I think it depends on how comfortable you are with Essence. I probably would have gotten that.
I mean, if you are already up there, then you probably get it, but like there is a point if you take too long to get it and get out that then thermal doesn't really help you. Like we do have 6 or 7, 6 things I believe, maybe not just 5. On Wyvern we do have at least 6 power bombs available, which is a great amount to fight Essence with, so we don't need to be too careful there. So yeah, thermal might not be saving that big chunk of time, would be that important, but it's still nice to have.
Yeah, as many people in chat are pointing out, this now makes Stardust logical.
I mean, I guess that is true. On the other hand, given that thermal is logically needed for Essence anyway on these settings, it doesn't really say too much, because thermal has to be available somehow. So Thardus will always be in logic eventually. And it does not really matter too much for Phazon Seed, because that can literally be anywhere except Phazon Mining Tunnel.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think Wyvern had a weird attempt at that grapple into security cage.
Yeah, just got a bit too far to the right, so try it again.
And on Cestrion's side, we saw them pick up their Elder Chamber artifact, making that free for them.
I'm probably going to make a beeline for the remaining artifacts now. I mean, you check Anti-Chamber because the nearest save station is here, so there's no point to not do this. But now is the question, do you... apparently not even going for Great Tree Chamber, which, to be honest, I probably agree somewhat here with. Ah, okay. Just take an Overgrown.
Yeah, they might still... They might be checking Overgrown and Great Tree.
I don't think so. Given that Cestrion basically last located that Ice Beam, I don't think Cestrion is feeling too great. Overgrown or Great Tree Chamber is just one item. We don't have Boost yet. If Boost is in Life Growth and we find it later. Like, the only thing that really could hurt you in Cestrion's position is if Phazon suits exactly that check, and
Oh!
I'm...
Oh, they found something in there. I thought they fell in.
Oh, that's Boost.
Ball. Oh, now we get to witness the wonderful gravity-less jumps of this room. That's good knowledge for Wyvern that gravity is not boost locked, so we know it's not in Life Grove or in Labs. Actually, I guess it could be in Labs, now that we have Ice.
We have main power bombs, we have...
Wow.
Well, SoaringWyvern does not have Spider, yeah, but now that boost...
They'll be coming across Spider fairly soon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I don't think at this point SoaringWyvern has logical minds access yet, because we don't have a logical way without gravity to get to the workstation.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it doesn't really matter in this seat, it's just a logic thing to maybe pick up on, but
Also, Wyvern got those jumps ridiculously fast. Those jumps are not easy, and they made it look like clockwork.
I want to say the first two are somewhat easier than the third, but I feel like different people struggle at different jumps there. They are by no means free.
Yeah, I really hate those jumps, and yeah, I might have to watch that back to see just what they did, because those look pretty easy for them.
Cestrion having spiders, just going through campfires naturally. I mean, Cestrion is still a bit behind, but will be catching up fairly quickly here.
Yeah, they've caught up well.
I mean, are they behind at this point? I mean, SoaringWyvern has to get through all the way to through labs to pick up that Canyon artifact. Cestrion can just grab the research core item artifact and head back out. That will save quite a bit of time here. And SoaringWyvern has to deal with Dark Labs.
And I'm guessing Cestrion probably will have to as well, because it looks like they're going to go through Arfen first, or at least going through backwards labs.
Not really, no, because Cestrion has picked up the Canyon artifact, so has no reason to return to front Fen anymore at this point. Or right now. except for maybe clear out for looking for phase on, which I mean you can.
They probably will still go through to observatory.
Well, I mean then they would have cleared the labs. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just a couple too many checks to leave behind, in my opinion. But we'll see what they opt to do.
It depends though. I mean, if you feel behind, then you might want to make a beeline towards mines. To save what's ever in labs, because labs are slow.
Yeah, very slow.
Either direction. So if Phazon is not exactly here, and it's not many checks, especially with Cestrion having checked Hydra already. We do have X-Ray, we do have Spider, Cestrion will come across Boost, so the entirety of Mines is on logic for that Phazon. I don't know. This is always the point where it's just you have to pick what you want to go for and then do that. Like if Phazon is here and you not check it, you're losing time. If Phazon is not here and you don't check this here, you are saving a lot of time.
Right. It's a tough situation for both our runners here.
Cestrion finding the thermal.
Have both players showing off some nice gravity-less strats here.
Okay, one upside of SoaringWyvern of doing Dark Labs is you don't actually worry or have to worry about this cutscene skip because or this fight trigger skip because that fight trigger is not there anymore.
Unfortunately, you do have to worry about the pirates shooting the boxes that you need to stand on to get this item.
That is the downside, yeah.
They do have plasma in case that doesn't work.
Okay, control tower has just an E-tank. Cestrion going for the grapple dash.
So far, I think that observatory, if it has progression, can only be Phazon at this point, because that's a boost lock check, and therefore it can't be gravity, as boost is gravity lock.
Yep. That did not look like Phazon.
Like, I'm pretty sure the observatory item still requires boost.
Actually, does it?
I think.
Not sure.
That might be. That might have changed in 7.5 for the logic, but I know at some point that item still requires boost.
Okay, if it was before 7.5, not in logic, then it's not set. The changes for 7.5 did not include that, and the ones for 8.0 also not.
Right.
So yeah. Cestrion will be finding the boost.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yep, they're not happy about that location, and I don't blame them.
And I mean, you cannot really leave it behind with.
No, you have to do these jumps.
I mean, I guess if you don't care too much about boost for Ridley, then you could maybe do. I think if you are okay with doing the spinner minute for the item if it's Phazon, you don't necessarily need boost anymore for anything because we know a training chamber has nothing. But yeah, like if you have any semblance of doing these jumps in a reasonable time frame, you probably should pick a boost. looks like Cestrion is not really that comfortable. Seems to be a bit struggling here on the second dash. Second
Drake,
jump.
I believe you're right. I think Wyvern only has this one coming up in Canyon and then landing site.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they'll probably check the rest of front Fendrana, and then I think they picked up Elder Chamber.
No, they definitely picked up Elder Chamber. I
Yeah,
think that was the
for sure.
reason SoaringWyvern actually had to leave towards Crossway and return back to reactivate the bomb slot to get all the way to Antechamber.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
So it really should only be landing side left for SoaringWyvern.
Yeah. Are they gonna just save warp out from here? Probably check the rest of these.
Do you?
I mean, I would hope at least
I mean,
checking
you
this
should
item.
check Ice Runs West if you don't have anything. You probably check at least shorelines because they
true.
are just visible checks. Oh, going for Ice Runs West.
Oh, I have not seen this standable before.
I've seen it a few times.
Oh, and Cestrion got out. I didn't even see. That was pretty quick from them. Nice job from both runners getting out of that awful gravity chamber.
Peeking at Lighthouse. Did SoaringWyvern look at the item in the eyes? We can pivot save here.
I don't believe they did.
Okay, that I think that was a failed save warp.
I think we have because I know Wave Buster was in Shorelines, and then Ice Spreader was in Ice Ruin East. Yes, Ice Ruin East. The only place that Phazon can be is Artis in Fendrana. It can be a lot of other places, though. I'm guessing that this hint is going to tell us mines.
Which is about to be expected, but
Yeah.
I mean, what SoaringWyvern did here is we do have that pivot 5, we do have boost now, or we do have boost, so Ready Fight really isn't that terrible. So if it really says Fen, then you can return here, but yeah, I kind of agree with maybe not wanting to at least check Chapel of the Elders, because it does take a bit to get there, and it's 4 checks or 5 checks now that SoaringWyvern has left. Mine says at least double the amount that are valid for peasant suits, so I would definitely be tempted to go for that hint.
Yeah, I think
fully clear Fen.
I think that's the right play too. I think they lucked out with that spider ball being where it was too.
Yeah. Well, although it may not be necessary. It's nice to have for upper mines. And if you have it, you can also decide to start mines from PPC without having too much trouble. But
and Cestrion choosing to go through labs here, probably gonna save in the save warp in the observatory station, if I had to guess.
Yeah. So with Cestrion here having cleared out the front of Fen already, and basically just having Thardos left after this, labs are a bit more annoying to get back to the checks than front Fen is, especially with the pivot save from this position. So I definitely can feel wanting to clear out the rest of mines here, because again, Cestrion has done Hydra, so it can just take out the observatory save warp without any problem. So I definitely prefer clearing the rest for Cestrion over clearing the rest for SoaringWyvern, so I kind of agree with what both of the runners did here. And we did see what you spoke of earlier. Cestrion side, the Parrot should shut down the crates, so Cestrion has to do control tower vanilla.
Yeah, good thing they have plasma there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I completely missed the Ridley fight.
Yeah, Wyvern is in a giant purple blob as they are still on various suits.
And our hand says, mines, how surprising.
Who knew?
So yeah, sorry, I'm saving a bit of time there, not checking Ice Ruins East or Chapel of the Elders and Josiah's Temple. Will not have Ice Spreader, which is nice to have for Hexo, but not important. And now there's the decision. How do you go to mines? It looks like SoaringWyvern is going for that bar? Nope, turning around. Because that's the dilemma you have in this situation. If it says mines, you either do have to go bar skip to get into upper mines, or you probably have to start lower mines, which the spider ball comes in very, very handy for. Because the thing is, I mean, you could go start lower mines, but you have no reason to. So which direction do you go?
Yeah, I feel like there's pretty equal opportunity going either way here. I'm not really sure which way is faster. I'm sure assuming you can get bar skip, that's probably the faster way, but I'm not sure.
I mean, it depends on where you go. If you do bar skip and you want to do upper mines, then the bar skip route is likely the fastest. If you go PvC, there is the choice you have to make. Do you want to go upper mines or do you want to go lower mines? Lower mines, I want to say, have an item or two more in the amount of numbers. Like, obviously you have to exclude there's a mining tunnel, but still.
We do see Cestrion starting their Ridley fight here. Wyvern having to do this twin fire stunt again and nails it once again.
It's actually not true them having to do it again. They did pick up spiders, they did not have to, but they did because it's probably still faster if you do it reasonably.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Wyvern's augmenting has looked phenomenal this whole season. I just wanted to point that out. Yeah. And Cestrion's dashes have looked phenomenal this entire season. Like, both runners really displaying some really nice movement.
So very, very good Ridley fight from Cestrion here.
Yeah, excellent.
So yeah, this is about what is this? 2-minute difference? It's not much.
Yeah, really, Cestrion caught up quite a bit after that ice beam because Wyvern just made a couple of checks that Cestrion had already cleared out.
And I do want to say Cestrion's overall movement is just, or it's a bit stronger. Being able to get in those dashes in the normal movement, just overall. And SoaringWyvern had some movement that was just kind of slower, more vanilla style movement, which in these kind of situations, every bit of movement can be a difference maker.
Absolutely. Oh, Wyvern missing
Jungle
the
Phantom.
platform.
Yeah,
But
and
luckily they
now
have
you
it.
should probably check PCA.
I absolutely would as well. I had the same thought.
Like,
Not
I would have
going
probably
to?
preferred to check PCA either way. I mean, you can check PPC first, but yeah.
Oh, I would.
If you can peek that, yeah, and apparently maybe turning around for exactly that reason.
Yeah, looks like it.
Because if you can spot that phase-on suit down there, this is
There you
gonna
go.
be a
Yep.
huge time save because
I
you
like this
don't have to
play.
do anything else, and it's not.
Just a missile. Okay. That's OP half dead.
Yeah. Which also might make upper mines now a bit more attractive because he ruled out another check here. Like the
Yep.
upper mines checks are a bit more dense. On the other hand, though, getting to upper mines from here is slow.
Yeah, you and I are having very similar thoughts here, and it shows that we've been mentored by the same group of people, because those, like, you took the words right out of my mind.
So here's another kind of weird thing you have to, or you maybe want to think about. You can now go for SoaringWyvern can go upper mines or lower mines, but you do have elite control access right next here. Looks like SoaringWyvern also got spotted, which is unfortunate. Which is a quick check that you probably should do when you want to go into upper mines because it's just so close nearby. You could go
Also,
the other way for Vent though too if you want to go upper mines because it's not too far away. And I have quite a few seats where Vent specifically was the item I needed, and I just went straight up into upper mines. It could have saved me 5 minutes plus. So
before I comment on that, I'd like to say Cestrion just got bar skip on the second try, so very nicely done.
yeah,
But to go off of what you were saying, I am 100% in agreement where Vent Shaft has screwed me over multiple times where I've done the exact same thing you described. Go through ECA and check upper mines, then go back to Vent Shaft, only to have Vent Shaft be the item I was looking for.
so there's always some trade-offs you have to make. Okay, storage depot B, it's not, but we do have both runners converging into upper mines, and yeah, this is where being able to do bar skip with how fast it is, Cestrion showing, okay, caught up. Whatever Cestrion was behind, they are now likely even. Because Cestrion is gonna check main quarry, which is just a missile. And SoaringWyvern is coming up on that check. But the way this routes towards the end is Cestrion will be able or will have to route in storage depot B, but that's just a grapple up to the top and then go
Right.
into lower mines. While SoaringWyvern has to go to ore processing solely for the fact of going to lower mines.
Yeah, this looks incredibly close here. Like, Cestrion could take the lead right now if
I
it's right
would
here in
argue that
Gray.
Cestrion has the lead as of this point.
Yeah, I honestly, I think so. I think it could be argued too.
Like,
Oh, there it is.
okay, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think Cestrion just took this back. Oh wait, is that gravity?
Oh, if
I
that
think
is,
he was trying to scan it.
I did not pay enough attention, and the quality on the commentary stream is most of the time not good enough to see that.
That's
But,
saying gravity. Okay.
oh, that's just it.
Oh, that was mean. Why do they gotta do us like that?
But I mean, at least you know you don't have to pick it up because
Yeah, both
the hints
both
and
of them did the same thing. They're like, oh, we found it. Wait a second.
yeah, that purple colorization there is really just
Hopefully
really
both.
just there to hold.
Oh no, Cestrion. Yeah,
Is
I
Cestrion picking
don't.
this up, believing that it could be relevant? Because that's definitely not the case. Because gravity would only be needed for backwards frigate, and frigate cannot have phase-on suit because then the hint would have said Talon overboard. So either Cestrion did not see the purple, which
Yeah. Looks like that's what
likely.
happened. Is Wyvern going to go straight through? They are. They
Yeah.
did see it was gravity.
So Wyvern took back the lead, but I want to point out there's just one full E-tank right now on Wyvern's side. That can be dangerous in mines, especially with the upcoming rooms. So
yeah, not a very safe room, and on only Various suit. That gravity suit might have helped just for a little bit more damage reduction.
So Wyvern has to maybe play a bit more carefully.
Oh, and activated the fight too.
Oh, if Cestrion is able to get
they
in,
got past the first little bit. Yeah, I think they're good.
So yeah, Cestrion will be faster with this fight too. Oh boy, this is a race.
This is absolutely... And Wyvern's going to have to go slow to preserve this energy.
Oh. It's done though. So they are now seconds apart.
This is... I mean, this is what you want to see in these races. This is incredible. Nice use of those standables, and there it is.
There it is.
Good. I mean, I bet both of them are extremely happy they picked up that.
55 energy.
I think they're going to go back to the save station. This is going to bite them. Oh, this is really going to bite.
If they can get the stun shot in, this is not too terrible. But yeah, having to play this as carefully as SoaringWyvern has to do it here right now to not die. This costs a lot of time already.
Yeah, Cestrion did pick up that phase-on, but I think all eyes are on Wyvern right now.
Yeah. I mean, with that phase-on and 5 E-tanks, Cestrion just has to get out of power processing, which Cestrion could do even that way. But,
yeah, fine.
Is not in danger of dying, and that's the important point. But SoaringWyvern, yeah, looking for some health. I hope all the turrets are down already. No?
And we're gonna kill him from here. Very wise. We still do have to worry about. Is that Calvin up there? Is that its name? Oh, and they missed. Oh no. Nicely done. And they are going to be rewarded for that risky play because phase-on suit is right here in upper elite research.
Yeah, not even scanning it, just or maybe did before earlier? Just
probably faster to just do it. And they are rewarded with that.
But they still have to get out in one piece, which is...
Yeah, no, that's no gimme here, as Cestrion is already warping to start here.
Yeah. So you probably still want to take ore processing, I want to say.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing.
But this shaft is... I mean, you can just jump down the middle.
Oh, and thank you to SpeedGaming Dutch for the raid here. We are in the final minutes of this Metroid Prime Randomizer race, where Cestrion on your right has just picked up phase-on suit, and SoaringWyvern is making their way to a save station to do the same. But you can see they have quite low health.
The nearest save station is in main quarry. We can just travel up to the top here, and waste disposal is not a dangerous room at all. Just main quarry on 74 life. You do have to be careful that the turrets do not get you, because they can kill you. So if
Yeah,
you're
main
hesitating at all, that might hurt you. You should.
Main quarry is not the safest place to be on low health.
Nope.
And a nice quick climb from Cestrion there. Yeah, this is looking like Cestrion's race to lose. I really don't know where it was that Cestrion like took the lead back, because it was so close the whole time.
Bar skip.
Oh right, yeah.
If you do one upper mines and do bar skip as fast as Cestrion did, it is the faster route, and we did see that.
Yeah, it just seemed like they were so far behind after that ice beam. Like doing Flagra and Ghost, which Wyvern didn't do. Got out of that gravity chamber without gravity. I mean, they've played great.
I mean, again, I want to say Cestrion's overall movement was just better, so made up at least a minute or two on that alone. But yeah, otherwise, especially bar skip.
Oh, we're staying away, Buster.
I mean, sure. We do have Ice Spreader on Cestrion side, so I'm not agreeing on 100% on that.
I have to agree. 90 missiles is not an overwhelming amount.
I mean, on the other side, Cestrion just made the ice phase look easy, so it doesn't really maybe want to rely on Ice Spreader that much.
Yeah,
I'm still going for it. So, by that logic, if you're that confident in your ice phases, then sure, you can just use Wave Buster on a phase or two.
So someone pointed this out already, but we do have a full tracker on Cestrion's side.
So I'm going for the vanilla climb on.
Yeah, that's not going to help them.
Crater.
They're going to need quite a miracle for them to bring this back.
Which I cannot really see happening. I mean, Cestrion has 60 tanks, so not in the danger of dying.
With the player of Cestrion's expertise and caliber, I just don't see it happening.
I mean, we do have all three or all visors too. Like there could be something happening if we get pool skipped more than once, and for some reason keep getting pool skipped.
Right.
But given that we have all visors and at least 6, I think Cestrion has even 7 power bombs. Like, I don't think there is too much that could go wrong for Cestrion here. That there's any chance for Wyvern to catch up, realistically.
I don't think that gravity suit will really make any impact because we have vanilla suit damage.
It doesn't matter at this point because we do have vanilla damage reduction, so Phazon suit does give us the maximum damage reduction, and gravity does not matter in this tournament, in this situation.
Yeah, if we had progressive suit damage, then it absolutely would make a difference. But I don't think it would make enough of a difference in this speed.
No. And even then, the difference would be on Cestrion's side in this case, so it wouldn't even help. Like, the gravity suit in this case, it didn't really help Cestrion in the sense that it reduced the damage, even in upper mines. It was just the fact that SoaringWyvern already was down to 1.5 E-tanks going into
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, part of why Cestrion's ahead even more now is because of how carefully Wyvern had to climb Elite Research.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but the upgrade from Barrier to Gravity isn't that much more damage reduction. It's like an additional 10 or 11%, something like that.
I'm pretty sure it's 10%, 20%, and 50% for Phazon. So I believe you're right.
So it wouldn't have made too big of a difference for Wyvern. They still would have had to
No.
play really carefully.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That one E-Tank is just a bit too dicey to really play it risk to play fast is what I'm trying to say.
Well, yeah. Cestrion already halfway through Essence. Doing a great job. Could be on 3 pools here, trying to get the pool cancels in. Did not get the best starting position. This should be enough though.
It's gonna be very close, and it looks like it.
Ah!
Oh my gosh!
Barely
Oh, boo! Boo! Oh, Essence, you troll.
Yeah, the pool was in a spot where getting pool cancels it was not the most comfy. It was
And they're
kinda
about
weird to
to
get.
pull here, so
Yeah.
they are going to be done imminently.
Just find Essence, press A or whatever the B button is. There we go.
And GG's to Cestrion. And that is a 1:23:57 as the official race time there. And we finally can get some audio on Wyvern's side that is not Randomizer oriented, and we have our winner joining us in the booth. GG's, Cestrion.
GG's.
This was a close race. So.
Yeah, super close. You can probably see where Wyvern is
Oh, yeah.
now.
Yeah, on EXO. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if... I think I made some slight routing mistakes, but yeah, I got rewarded with that ice beam. Not committing on like labs early. Felt good about that.
that
It's out
saved
there.
quite a bit of time not going for labs on the first pass. That was huge because actually Wyvern went to Zoid without bombs and had the knowledge of Ice Beam. So once you guys found bombs in Sword Cavern, they went right back to it. So they actually had the lead for quite a while, and then just a little bit of movement here and there brought you ever closer, and Wyvern made a couple unnecessary checks. But I think what really sealed it was you went for bar skip and they didn't. They went through Magmor, which took a little more time. And they also were down to like one E-Tank in Elite Research. So they had to play it very, very slowly. So when you found Phazon, you guys were in Elite Research at the exact same time. Yeah, when you found Phazon, they just had finished up the Phazon Elite fight, had one E-Tank left, and then had to play very, very safely to get back to the stage station.
I see. I actually picked that gravity suit just in case it's in lower mines and the damage reduction is kind of nice to have. So that I don't have like to look out for my health that much. But I also was unsure if it's gravity or Phazon suit in Storage Depot A. I couldn't really see it, so I was like,
we couldn't tell from here.
I also couldn't tell really, so I was just like, whatever, just pick it up. Also, I have to say that it's kind of rude for you to go all the way to Storage Depot A just to go back for boost spawn and grab the chamber.
Oh my gosh, yeah, both of you were really showing off those jumps to gravity chamber. Both of you got out extremely quickly without gravity. That was extremely impressive. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, as many people in chat have pointed out, nice bold tracker from you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah, of course, right? Our tracker is great, did have exceptions, because apparently your routing through Fen was extremely similar to your last race, and that is GG's for Wyvern, by the way.
Yeah, GG. I mean, so I.
Oh, in a practice seed, they were saying. Sorry, not your race.
Oh, okay. So basically, what my original thought was, GG's.
Yeah, GG's
Wyvern.
Wyvern.
Hello. So yeah, what I was trying to say is, I knew I was go mode after Ice Beam, but also like if like boost shows up in like Chozo, I would have feel very bad because then there's a chance that Ice Beam would have been in lapse. So I was really lucky that it wasn't, and then I was like, okay, I'm pretty much I can get the Phazon suit hit pretty much, but I wanna just full clear minus Thardus. So in case Phazon suit is in Fen, I already know where it is. Like, no questions asked. So like Talon would have been also not too big of a deal. So I was pretty sure it was gonna be in mines. So
Yeah,
that's the reason I wrote it like that.
From our point of view, it pretty much was going to be either in Talon, Thardus, or because yeah, you had checked everything in Fen, but Thardus.
Yeah.
And then neither of you checked Frigate, and neither of you had boost for Life Rogue. So it was either there or Mines, and yeah, that was the difference. Wyvern, any initial thoughts?
Not really. It was a pretty straightforward race.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was telling, we were telling Cestrion. So your early game routing was your biggest divergence was you were fairly even to start. Cestrion had maybe a slight lead. Once you guys both found Varia, Cestrion chose to go to Magma Pool first, and then to Magmor. You had chosen to go to Magmor to start, I believe. And then oh wait, no, sorry, you went back. I think you went back to Zoid before finding that Varia, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I had Varia.
I mean,
yeah, bombs was in mines.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference was you have been to Zoid and knew about Ice before you found.
Oh yeah.
But my bad there. But yeah, you had the knowledge of Ice before Cestrion did. So Cestrion probably last location to Ice. Or close to it. I'm not sure if it was actually last location, but very close to it. So you actually had the lead for quite some time. And then, yeah, the biggest difference was you guys pretty much converged in mines. Like, Cestrion had gone to Fen with bombs a little earlier than you, because once you found bombs, you went straight back to Chozo, whereas they continued on to Fen. Stopped at, what's it called, Hydra, and then warped out and went back to Chozo. So they didn't have to do any of those checks that you made on the way back from Farfen. And then I think the biggest difference was you went through Magmor to get to mines at the very end. Cestrion did bar skip, got a second try, and then was able to go through mines a little quicker just because of the energy they had. And whereas you had to do elite research pretty carefully.
I mean, to point the picture, you both were in elite research at the same time.
Oh yeah, yeah. You both were in the room at the same time.
I just did so many checks I didn't have to do because I knew I was in artifact go mode and my instinct said just grab artifacts and get him and go. But I really was hoping to luck into Phazon suit, and that gamble is probably what cost me the most time.
Yeah,
I mean,
you did.
I
Make
kind
a
of
few
did the
checks.
same. I kind of did the same. I actually, after like boost ball, I routed back into like labs just in case Phazon shows up there and would feel bad if it was like there and I just like skipped it. So when I got my reactor core artifact, I basically went like did like a little bit of reverse lap and then just save warped in observatory. Yeah, then I did Ridley, I knew it was mines, and I was like, okay. So, yeah.
Oh, by the way, how do we feel about that boost ball location?
Yeah, that boost ball was kind of rude.
Oh, we were sad for you guys with that one.
Especially with the case where gravity suit was.
Wait, you mean lower gravity? That was fine. I was in and
Yeah.
out.
I only think it's bad because like where gravity suit is, like go all the way to
Yeah.
mines to storage depot A, to go all the way back for boost ball, lower grav chamber.
Not to mention
I
where
play-
Phazon suit was too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
boost
played this
locked.
game without gravity suit most of the time, so that was not a huge bother. I actually forgot where boost even was.
Yeah, it was lower grav.
Yeah, both of you made those jumps look very easy, so I will probably be watching this back to learn a thing or two from both of you.
The really the hardest jump is at probably like the second ledge to the third ledge.
Yeah, I agree. I hate that one.
So that one is a bit tricky. But yeah, the other two are not too bad, in my opinion. But yeah, GG's. I think that's all from my side.
I'm good as well.
Yeah, I don't think I have any other comments. I mean, this was actually fairly straightforward. Raylan, unless you had anything?
Not really. I mean, can shout out that starter skip that Cestrion did. That was nicely done.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was worried a bit for Qmon being ice, so like there was a world where like the game just wanted you to go like all the way through Magmore on the other side and just get the ice beam there. So instead I did starter skip to shortcut a bit.
Yeah, but if you were able to do it, I would agree it was absolutely the right thing to do, because it wouldn't have been the first time ice being there, or just thermal and Qmon and ice on Tardas. So that has happened before in this tournament. So.
Actually,
Yeah,
I do have a comment.
Oh,
I want to delete my scan visor.
what? Why that?
Oh, yeah, go
I
ahead,
was
Wyvern.
listening to the scan sound effect for a good hour, and it wouldn't stop. I could not get the scan sound to stop playing. I almost reset Dolphin. It was so distracting.
What? Where did it happen? Oh, when did it happen?
I scan dashed into an elevator going to the Farfen elevator. I think it was there. One of the elevators, I scan dashed into it and hit the hologram right at the same time as I let go of the scan, and it just kept playing the sound effect for the rest of the scene.
Yeah, admittedly, we were using Cestrion's audio for most of the time after that.
I do not blame you.
I will maybe ask Toaster about that. He might have an idea. But yeah. Also, again, thanks for scattering like in a really good time for me, and I hope your wife is gonna be okay.
Yeah, she's alright.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah. If there are no other comments, please don't forget to follow our runners for a extremely great and close race. Follow my co-commentator Raylan. They were super fun casting with you, and definitely follow our tracker Drake as well. Yeah, and if there's nothing else, I believe we will see you all next mission. Thanks, everyone.
See you next mission.